Good morning. Old stuff is better. So today we're going to be doing, let's see, what are we going to be doing? Well, the Falcon runs. Last night we went ahead and put brakes on it. Didn't film that. I mean, that's pretty cerebral stuff. It's just, in other words, it's really easy. So if you got any questions about it, we can go over it. But anyway, so this morning we're going to be putting it on the drive-on rack. Going to be doing the rear sway bar, hopefully the front sway bar. Going to start with the rear because there's a lot of drilling and stuff like that that have to mount into the frame. Front sway bar is super easy. So let's see. Going to put the hood back on. So it'll drive under its own power and stop under its own power today too. So anyway, let's get after it. And welcome to Old Stuff is Better, Falcon build. I think this is number 8. I don't remember which video it is, but we just appreciate you coming along for the ride. Okay. You want to turn it up on your end? I can get the bolt in and I can come around. Okay. You need to hold it up on the bottom. My hand under it. All right, hold it up, come around. All right. Hold it up. Hood's been on since it had a 6-cylinder. Yeah. No, it's too close over here. Too far. It's too far over here. Too close over here.
Yeah.
Is it close over there?
No, it's actually pretty close. It's fitting right.
Okay, so this needs to go back over here.
All right.
Under the deal. Right here.
Oh, down here.
Right here. Right here. There's 2. Okay, hold that up. Over here.
Yeah. Good fit.
Is that good?
Yeah. Perfect.
Is it too tight back there? No, that looks good.
Yeah, looks good.
A little snug here, but it's okay. I mean, that's poor fit finish on one part.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good. Okay, all right. Okay, we're going to take it around the block, get the shoes to seat in a little bit, and then we'll bring it into and we discovered that the rear sway bar is wrong. So unfortunately we ordered it, I think in March, and now it's late June, so I'm not sure if the seller will take it back or not. We'll have to see. But anyway, I got the rear end full. Had to make a new brake line for that side because the hokey exhaust from one of the previous videos smashed it on this side. So I had to make that. And had to remove that exhaust hanger. We're gonna go ahead and put dual exhaust on anyway. Dad wants dual exhaust. You want dual exhaust, right?
Well, it'd be easier. I don't know if you're putting the crossover on there.
Well, we'll have the crossover. Crossover will be toward the back, underneath the drive shaft. That's about
It
where
looks
Ford
like
had it.
a dual exhaust would go on just as easy as a single exhaust.
Well, you got two mufflers coming.
Yeah, I'm talking about space-wise.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and put the front sway bar on. We'll have to do some more searching around for the correct rear sway bar, if that's how we go. So there's the new bar. I think it's 1 inch, and it'll be a piece of cake to put on. So we'll show you that when we get it on. Okay, thought I'd take a shot of the mounts here. So ours is greasables, which is good. So we put a little bit of grease in here inside the bushing. Put the bushing on, and then there's a grease zert there for future greasing. So anyway, this is the way the bar goes. It goes like this, with the arms bent down and then going up. So that's how that goes. So anyway, let's go ahead and get that installed. And here's everything looks at the bottom. You can't see much because it's all black. And we'll get that sway bar in and we'll show you. Okay, Dad's putting the vent hose on the axle. There wasn't a hole in the 63, there was for the 65, because the 63 had just a cap on the vent. So when they had to add the 65 hose, the original hose was in pretty good shape, so doing that. And back up to our sway bar. So I always say the Chinese have no idea how things actually work. They just look at something from space and say, oh, okay, they don't know how it feels, tastes, works, whatever like that. And let me grab my flashlight. I'll show you what we did, because yes, that is a 69,000 mile Wrangler. So anyway, in a 46 Jeep. No, we don't do restorations, but things are kind of slow right now. Anyway, so the sway bar was tilted up, and it was twisted on the ends, and that's the way they come. And so we heated the end up very hot, very fast with a torch, flattened it out, and tilted it so that it more lines up with the bushings. If you are not familiar with, if you don't have a hot torch, and if you're not familiar with how to heat and cool things, especially spring steel, then don't do it. So we did that to this side too, and so you can see where everything lines up real nice. We could have painted the ends for sure, but I've had the sway bar out 6 or 7 times, and I'm tired of it. So anyway, that's how it was. So cooling it, I'll just tell you, cooling it, you gotta have just normal cool water, but back and forth underneath the water, just back and forth until it stops, you know, really steaming, and then you can put it under cold water and cool it all off. So that's easier said than done. But anyway, there it is. There's the inch sway bar, and it should not hit your fuel filter. As a note, if your fuel filter is hitting your sway bar and you are using aftermarket motor mounts, then they have sagged, and these are original engine mounts, so they are still square, and so they're still in good shape. We're going to keep using those. So yeah, everything's fine, everything's good. There's our aftermarket cross member, power steering. Looks like the control valve is seeping just a little bit, not bad. New brakes, and we'll take you underneath here. There's the drive shaft, brand new, well, rebuilt drive shaft, had new U-joints put in it, balanced and shortened because it was out of the Comet. And there's our axle. Fortunately, the car came with brand new shocks, so we didn't have to buy new shocks for it. They're just part store shocks, but they'll work fine. So anyway, got the park cables working okay. Gonna tighten that up. And yeah, so we're just kind of go on from there. Okay, we're gonna take it around the block. Really hot. So, when you took off in first, did it take off in first?
Yes.
What about?
Well,
so
when I took off in drive, it took off in second.
okay, so D2.
I put it down in low, and then it took off in first.
So what about D2, D1?
I don't know. I think that's probably 2. Typically, a Ford transmission with a 3-speed, the middle one is 2. It just stays in 2. It takes off in 2 and stays in 2.
Huh. Well, it says D1,
Yeah.
D2,
Well,
so
it's 2 is what it is, and then D2 is actually drive.
yeah. Well, it did shift,
Yeah, it did.
so and it goes in reverse and everything.
Works good.
We gotta get the heater switch rewired.
Yeah.
Because the new switch was wired differently. So
Yeah.
and anyway, yeah, that's it. All right, well, needs an exhaust, and that's its next stop is the exhaust shop. We're gonna put dual exhaust on it. We were gonna do, let's say we're gonna do single, but Dad wants duals, so
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great little car once we get it dialed in and get the exhaust put on it and so on. It's going to be a fun little car.
yep, I think so too. So, and it does have a green dot C4 in it. You put it into D1, and it goes 1, 2, 3. Put it into D2, and it goes second drive. So, and it shifted great. So that it's everything we were hoping for. The engine was rebuilt, the transmission was rebuilt, and it's turned out great. So, we'll get the hubcaps on it, and in fact, why don't we do that real quick, and then we'll show you. All right, so there's how it's going to be looking finished. I think those look great. Just a nice, clean look. It's interesting being the cheap model, no chrome, but the hubcaps look nice. So, yep, off to the exhaust shop it goes. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm home now. Forgot to do the finish video here, but thank you very much for joining us. It was a lot of fun running the Falcon around the building. Dad took it around by himself, and then I thought, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go around. I'm gonna do this with him too. So that was a whole lot of fun. It was kind of noisy. Haven't got the gasket screwed to the floorboard for the steering column yet. So and obviously there's no exhaust. There's just manifolds. So it was a little loud, but it was cool. What I didn't show you in the video was that I took it out in the parking lot, put it into D1, just so I wanted to find out if it was a green dot automatic or not, and it was. It took off and went first, second, and third, but I just punched it from a dead stop, and it spun the right tire. So that's not bad for 280 gears too. And we're at our shop's at about almost 8,000 feet. So real happy with how the Falcon's turning out. We're going to leave the highway gears in there so that cruising speeds will be nice. And you know, Dad doesn't need lower gears in there anyway. He's perfectly happy with it. It's steered great, handled nice. I don't know that we're gonna. I might pursue getting a rear sway bar, but I'm not sure. I'm disappointed that they sold that sway bar as fitting a 63, and it didn't. It didn't even come close. It's just totally boxed wrong. So we'll see what the seller on eBay will do on that one. So I'm not even sure what vehicle it fits. Anyway, with that. We had a lot of fun today, and it's off to the, I've mentioned before, it's off to the exhaust shop, and then we've got to align it. I can tell that I kind of rough towed it in today, and I can tell that the camber is not right, so we need to do a full alignment on it. Let's see, all the little stuff and everything, and then hopefully we got some car shows that we want to take it to in August, so that's going to be fun. So anyway, guys, appreciate you as always. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, and please share too. Get people to follow in this channel. So we're going to be doing other stuff when the Falcon's over. We're going to be doing a ton of other stuff, and hopefully you'll hang with us. So with that, hang with us. We're going to be showing the Falcon when it comes back from the exhaust shop. Bye.